Well, it's time for a favorite find. Today is really less about a particular find and more about finds that are adjacent to the treasure that you find. So when you go out and metal detect, you're going to find lots of stuff that really isn't worth anything, but is very interesting. And a lot of times this interesting stuff is corroded and gross. And you'll find that a lot of metal detectorists invest in a tumbler. So today I'm going to show you some of my tumbled finds just out of one bucket. And we'll take a look at it and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. So check it out. Now here's just an assortment of stuff. These are always fun to find. These are the Boy Scout neckerchief like holders. They go around your neck and sort of like a bolo tie. You'll find several tokens. A lot of times you're going to find aluminum tokens that are so eaten up you can't read what they say. This particular one wasn't corroded. For some reason I tumbled it. Must have had something on it. But this is from the Shell coin game. This is the California token. You find lots of stuff like this where a mystery begins. What did this go to? I still don't know, but I will find out. Then you find stuff like that, which was a keyway escutcheon for a skeleton key. The key went in that hole. This was a silver-plated spoon. Why it's bent like that, I don't know. I know it's old. You find compacts. All kinds of little interesting things. This is a horse tack. And it actually tumbled up pretty nice. Lots of brass. You never want to tumble like silver coins or anything like that. Now I will say, your modern chains, it's all dirty. I tumble it so I can turn it into the bank. I don't know what these are. It's another mystery. These brass eyelets, I don't know what they're for. This was probably part of a lamp, some sort of type of lamp. This is kind of interesting. So this little thing spins, and there would have been like maybe an advertising piece here or something, and it would sway back and forth, and the idea is that it would prevent or attract flies away from horses. And it's called a fly turret. I wish the middle piece was there because they're cool. Sometimes you get these big old iron nails. They're fun to tumble. Sometimes they come out good. You can use electrolysis on these too, which is probably better. Here's another thing that you'll find a lot. This is a type of reed. I don't know if it was for like a, what's the polka thing? Not a harmonica, but a squeeze box. I don't know why this is escaping me, but you know what I'm talking about. So here's a little latch. It's pretty cool. This went through the tumbler. A little aluminum hammerhead. Anyway, nothing here is really worth anything. But everything here is a rabbit hole of history. Like this. This probably went to some kind of furniture maybe. I don't know. It's definitely decorative. But what it is, I don't know. You find a lot of these, which are, this probably could have been tumbled a lot longer. It's a lock latch plate. Old buckles. Now I know a lot of people would rather hand clean their buckles. I get that. I'm kind of lazy though. Not too worried about it. It's not going to end up being worth anything. And this one right here is probably late 1800s, early 90s. It's not, you know. If it were like one of my 1600s or 1700s buckles, I wouldn't tumble it. But you just kind of learn what to tumble, what not to tumble. These, like, look at this. I don't know what this is. It's like a nut, but it's got, I don't know. These are cool. You'll find these 3 Merry Widows tins. These are absolutely worth nothing. This is 100% trash. But they're cool, you know. Anyway, lots of little interesting things. And they clean up well. My buddy Carolina Tom will lay out his tumble stuff on Instagram, and it makes really cool things. So, really cool pictures at least. If you see anything here that I haven't talked about and you want to know about it, ask me. I may not know it. Look at this cool hinge. It's not an icebox hinge, but it is a cool hinge. Icebox hinges are way thicker. And they're cool to find too. Here's a nice little brass square buckle. I don't know what this is. It's heavy. Decorative. Who knows? Anyway, this is just kind of some of the stuff that you'll find, and it's not really worth anything, but it's really cool historically. Like here's some kind of pipe fitting. I don't know what this is. I just know it's a 90-degree brass pipe. That's all I know. Anyway, if you have any questions about tumbling, let me know. If you've thought about buying a tumbler, they're cool to have. I think I detected for like 3 years before I ever got a tumbler. And then once I started tumbling stuff, I became addicted to it. It's just cool to like take a bunch of junk, stick it in there, let it run for an hour, pull it out, and see what you got. Sometimes you'll find out that you got some stuff that you're really surprised. Like really surprised. And it just helps you learn more about the history of the stuff you're detecting. Not only that, but once you start getting an eye for these little, let's call them treasure adjacent finds, and you start understanding what time period they come from, you start getting a better idea about where you're at and if what it is you're looking for will exist there. And you may hunt for an hour or two, not find the type of coin you're looking for. But if you find 3 items that are from that time period, you know that it's probably a good idea that you keep looking. Anyway, you can get tumblers on Amazon, you can get them anywhere. What's that one place? Northern Tool, they got them there. I don't know how good they are, I can't vouch for their quality, but they have them. They're surprisingly not cheap. So mine, I got off Amazon, it's like $100, but it's quiet, and I like that. So anyway, I hope you guys get out there and find some cool stuff to tumble. And if you do, send me a picture of it. I'd love to see it. I love seeing tumbled items. I love it. You can check out some of Carolina Tom's tumbled stuff on Instagram at carolina.tom13. And I'll put his info in the description. He's got really cool pictures of tumbled finds. Anyway, if you email me at igetthattreasure@gmail.com, I'll send you any stickers or whatever else swag that I have at the time. And I will see you Friday with a walk and talk. Get out there, get that treasure. It's out there. There's all kinds of treasure out there. By the way, Friday, I'll probably be having another giveaway, which is really interesting. I like it at least, because I love handmade stuff. And it's handmade. So. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you Friday.